Good evening, everybody. My name is John Koppelmeyer, and is everybody ready to have a really good time tonight? Yeah. This is my last curated show, and I wanted to put together a show of all my favorite people that I love and who are talented, and we are in for a treat of a lot of talented people tonight, just having a good time. So strap in. We're going to do a lot of different stuff, and really looking forward to it. And we're starting with one of my favorite people who is part of the Grassroots and the Roots in the Round group. Met this guy maybe 5 years ago, came out here and worked with Brian. He does all kinds of stuff behind the scenes at this place. The walls that you see, he painted. The bathroom outside, he did. He's a jack of all trades, but he's also an excellent musician. Please welcome Josh Loftus.
Hey everyone. So this is actually the first time I've ever just got up to read something I've wrote. Usually I've played on hundreds of stages across the country, and I'm actually surprisingly nervous right now to just read. It's weird, but so I have a couple of songs here that I don't really consider myself a poet, but there is definitely a heartbeat that matches between the two. So I guess it fits in really well. So I'm going to read some of these lyrics that I've got. This first one is called Heading East. I moved to Colorado for probably 6 years. I did some interning out there, just kind of figured out what I wanted to do. And when I was done with it, I was done with that place. And when I was ready to go, I couldn't wait to leave. So much so that I wrote this song. So this is called Heading East. Sometimes my mind just really starts to wander when I think about those rolling hills and all the precious time I plan to squander once I rid my world of bitter pills. Yesterday, I finally bought the ticket. I'm packing up my bags and leaving town, and nervously I'm counting every minute until I hear that moaning railroad sound. That city life just never seemed to fit me, like an old t-shirt I refused to throw away. Looking back, I thought that I was carefree, but I was only running from the truths I couldn't take. When I first set out, I swore I wouldn't come back. Life showed me that friends can come and go. Endless miles cannot change the feeling. A part of me will always long for home. They all say that our choices last a lifetime, and to spend each day holding on for a lifeline. And we stress ourselves out over things that don't matter in the least, and that's why I'm coming home. That's why I'm headed east. Now I sit and stare out the window. Everything is flying by so fast. I see the fading distant moon glow. A few more stops and I'll be home at last. I felt the air just right outside of Statesville, like a long-lost friend who finally made it home. I couldn't help but to think I'd miss the West still, but southern skies can always heal my soul. They all say that our choices last a lifetime, and to spend each day holding out for a lifeline. And we stress ourselves out over things that don't matter in the least. That's why I'm coming home. That's why I'm headed east. As you could tell, I did not like being in the West that much. It was, they didn't have white cheese dip. It was all yellow. It was just terrible. But it was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot of stuff. But I was able to connect with myself as a writer out there. When you move 1,800 miles away, you don't really have a lot to connect with. You're starting over. When something bad would happen, you'd have your big group of people, and I didn't have that. So I just poured myself into writing and music and lyrics and studying the finer things about it. I'm not gonna read a whole bunch tonight, but I'm gonna do one more, and just to say that. I appreciate everything that John's done for myself, the arts community, the musicians, the artists. It's been an inspirational experience. and doing things I never thought that I would do, like standing on stage, reading lyrics out loud, which I really appreciate you guys listening. So I'll get to this next one. This next one's called Sweet Spanish Wine. Being a writer, you're kind of like, by default, sort of like a hopeless romantic. I don't want to, group everybody in there, but there's something about creativity that just kind of breeds this romanticism and this passion about writing and stuff. So I have this problem that that I just like fall in love like every 10 minutes. Like it's just, I don't know what it is. I love my girlfriend very much. She's great. But it's something in my brain. I see somebody walking down the street and it's not like, oh, I want to marry that person. It's like that person has inspired me to do something creative, and my brain doesn't know how to decipher between the two. So a lot of my feelings come out in writing. So, and this is one of these songs. This is called Sweet Spanish Wine. You get me drunk, and I can't tell till it's too late. Like driving tired on bald tires, I'm afraid that I can't keep it straight. I'm not the kind for chasers. I've always liked the taste. So I drink you in like ice and gin, and I never leave a drop to waste. I'm seeing double, but there's worse things to have in view. Like a blurry dream of everything I need, I can't help on drowning you. I know this might sound crazy, but I wouldn't change a thing. Like grapes so fine right off the vine, you've got me hanging on by a string. I've been waiting, anticipating for someone to help me through. I've been praying, ain't been straying. The next thing I found you. Sweet like honey and hard on the heart. The early morning shakes feel like the hardest part. You fill me up with all those lovely drunken lies, like sweet Spanish wine. I've got a problem that even a fool could see. I'm stuck on you like crazy glue, and I'm sipping from your revelry. Of course I'm bound to stumble, but I've got some moves to make. We'll see this through, just me and you, making rules so we have things to break. And I've been waiting, anticipating for someone to help me through. I've been praying, ain't been straying. The next thing I found you. Sweet like honey and hard on the heart. The early morning shakes feel like the hardest part. You fill me up with all those lovely drunken lies, like sweet Spanish wine. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, one more time for Josh Loftus. Never seen Josh Loftus nervous before. That was pretty cool, actually. He did a great job. Josh. All right, our next person is somebody who's been with us doing spoken word and poetry since we started this thing. She's an inspiration in our community. She just ran for school board. She's involved in a lot of things. A great entrepreneur. And just a wonderful, wonderful person. So please welcome Natalie James.
If I could make it on the stage without laughing. A pleasant good evening to each and every one. My name is Natalie James Ramos, Trinilicious. Oh my God, I have so much names, but one thing I want to say, I'm really honored to be here tonight. John, he has made such a difference in all of our lives. And just to have a platform where we can use our art and perform is such a blessing. So tonight, I just wanted to make it about him. So this poem I wrote is for you, John. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's called Until We Meet Again. How can you say goodbye to the glue that holds the paper together? I don't think you guys heard me. I said, how can you say goodbye to the glue that holds the paper together? The man that discovered that talent lies only in the eyes of its beholder. A person of great status, charisma, and grace, that every time you see him, he has a smile upon his face. John, when the title was passed down, you knew you were the one who was sent to make a change to this place. And with the help of your friends, the jailhouse came alive again. And now the legacy will show that even though soon you will go, that the gift of success will forever grow. By the flick of a light, a camera, and a mic, and with graceful hearts that forever will glow, when the spotlight from above shines down on us, reminding you that you will forever be remembered, my friend. So until we meet again, keep progressing till the end. Thank you. And this second one is a song. I'm from the island of Trinidad and Tobago, and this is a song we usually sing. I put a Spanish title to it. It's called El Último Adiós, which means the last farewell. And now the time has come for you to leave us. You're going out in the world to make new dreams. I know that you, my friend, will face the trials and come back with all possible extremes. The world is full of challenge and temptations and must be filled with total serious minds. For you are beautiful, and I do wish you dearly more success than spoken words can tell. You've grown, the world now lay before you. You know not what the future holds in store. We wish you peace, contentment in your journey, and greet you with all the worldly pride. Let every step you take be firm and sincere, with total aspirations and designs. For you are wonderful, and we do wish you dearly more success than spoken words can tell. John, you are beautiful, and we do wish you dearly more success these spoken words can tell. And as my poems say, until we meet again, namaste.
One more time for Natalie James. Wow. I've never had a poem written about me before. That was pretty cool. My wife, Sochi, maybe you could try to take some of that and write one for me in the future. All right, next up is, one of these guys who's been around for a long time. Heck, when we started our concert series 7 years ago, he was the fellow who did our first posters. He was a young kid, high school kid, I think, at that time. And just, you could see some talent there. He kind of left for a while, came back, and he kind of does everything. He does the production work. He's doing the sound tonight. He does the live stream for us. But he also is a visual artist. Does great artwork. He's actually going to have his first solo show here next year as part of the Arts Council. And he's going to do something different. He's going to come out here tonight and share some spoken word. And I don't know if he's going to strum his guitar or not, but I'm looking forward to this young man. He's just a super talented, quality young fella. Please welcome Josh Dickens.
Yeah, my name is Josh Dickens. I'm primarily a visual artist, but I figured working here, I'm surrounded by so many great musicians and so many good songwriters that I should give it a shot at some point and try and write some songs. So I'm going to do my best to sing a song while being incredibly nervous, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to start with the hardest one. Give that one a shot. Let me get my lyrics pulled up as well, so don't forget them halfway through. Okay. I haven't really come up with a name for this first one yet. I just finished writing it the other day after John asked me to come perform some songs. We'll give this one a shot. Let's see. I don't know who's to blame. Right and wrong, well, right and wrong all seem the same. I burned you, then you burned me. Been here for an eternity. Maybe I'm not meant to be falling apart at the seams. Maybe I'll just stay inside, take my mind out for a ride, and I will see this through. Just need to change my view. I'm not sure where to go. What if I'm not meant to know? Release my identity and take a peek behind the scenes. Problems are not what they seem. This is all larger than me. Things unfold as they should. What would I change even if I could? And we will see this through. I'll put my trust in you. We will see this through. I'll put my faith in you. There it is. Thank you. Appreciate it. I got one more. This one's a little bit easier to play. I might have to turn the guitar down a little bit on this one because I'm chunking on it. This is your crisis. This is the only choice. Time is now. Make a move. Don't run from this point. These are the end times. The world is burning down. You can make a difference in this chaos all around. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you.
Good job, Josh.
One more time for Josh Dickens. Visual artist, graphic artist, and now musical artist. I think he's a triple threat, man. Very good. All right, next up is someone who is just very involved in the community, always looking to helping others, doing a lot of different things with kids. If you spend time with her and talk with her, she's just got a lot of ideas about helping people and doing good things in our community. So please welcome Infinite Sunshine.
Okay, hi. That's too tall. I don't know how to do this.
Just take it, move it down.
Whatever. This way, right? Okay. Good evening. I really didn't know he was talking about me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's so awesome to be here tonight. I feel like super special. This is super special. I can't see anybody. I see y'all. Y'all are awesome. John, this is bright. But I'm so happy to be here. You're leaving, and that is very, very sad. And at first I wondered if I should do like Natalie did and write something like especially for you, but I'm just gonna like speak from the heart. And all this time I realized I've been talking to you kind of like this whole time because this is the only place I perform. This is the first place that I decided to get on the stage and tell people what was going on inside my head, and it has been amazing, and I look forward to what the years ahead hold for us and for you as well. I am nervous. I've never ever been nervous before doing this, but tonight for some reason I am. So the first piece I want to share with y'all is called That Feeling. We all feel all kinds of things, and I'm going to share another feeling with you, John. Here we go. I hate that feeling when everyone around you is smiling and you wonder why. When you don't have the strength to try, too busy trying not to cry, sitting alone wishing you could fly, but really rather just die. I hate that feeling when you said what you just said and folks leave you for dead inside your head because spoken words are never read into. Maybe I'm meant to. I hate that feeling also. What would life be like if happiness was something you could borrow? If water was all it took to wash away your sorrow? Things will get better, they say, but today is a rough day. So maybe tomorrow. Annie sang a song about it. Did she know this feeling too? Not sure, but I doubt it. It's a shame when you say things like this. Folks don't look at you the same. Some think you're acting out for clout or fame, but I don't care if you know my name. Just know that I'm human. So if you care, ask questions before assuming. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're all familiar with the phrase, like, they said. I just mentioned it in the last one. And oftentimes, I don't think many people wonder, like, who is they? So this piece is, who is they? They is the we of me's inside my head, me, myself, and I. They are the ones who sung me to sleep and tucked me in bed, my mirrors. They are the ones who keep my mind well fed, keep me. The ferocity of their curiosity, I do sometimes dread, hold me. They whisper the words I oft overheard, but to their respect, I never said, shh, quiet. They are the sound of the pound of the concrete to my head, I digress. For a while, I was misled. Miss Congeniality, now so alone, could be known as Miss Dead. How did it get like this? That's what it comes to anyway. That's what they said when they took all my friends away. How could you? They is the he's that live in my memories. Oh, how I cherish thee. And she, my sister, cousin, auntie, grandma, and best friend. They are the ones that live with me till the end, until I join them in the realm they now live in. And of all the feelings and of all the voices and all of the sources that we tap into for motivation, I hope to be a voice in the minds of my children. And no matter whatever they may say, I want them to know that they know the truth. The constellations forming on my forehead told me things that I should have known beforehand, like strength and pain are gonna be important. If you're gonna be somebody worth recording, I should have known better way back when. I could have grown better. I repent of all the things that could bring harm to my kings that I attracted while chasing my dreams. May your souls find serenity. I pray your peace with all the wind in me. I fight till death with all your enemies, 'cause you deserve all my energy. You are my essences. You are the inner me's. Therefore, I know you are more than conquerors, no defeats. So play this song, Feel My Love, and put it on repeat. I love you, I love you, I love you. And don't let nobody tell you what you can't do, 'cause it ain't true. I'll never lie to you. And from all of the times I've come here and I talk and I share and take you on this journey through my mind, I disappear sometimes, and I did for a long time. And during that time, I didn't get on anybody else's stage because it just wasn't in me, but I kept writing, and I found refuge in writing. I found refuge in just putting my mind on paper at least. And here I am to share one that I wrote during my hiatus and disappearance. It's called Refuge. And John, I hope you find refuge and peace in wherever you go from here forward. 6 months ago, I didn't want to be alive. I was stuck in a mode of, how do I survive? Couldn't really imagine a life where I thrive. Had gas in the car, but nowhere to drive. Keys in the ignition, no hope, just praying and wishing. Felt like I was sitting in a boat on dry land fishing. The waves came and left, but I had a hole in my chest. Scared to dive in because I had no life vest. As time went by, I felt like a bird that just couldn't fly, where spreading my wings was something only done in my dreams. So I let life go, got low, and found a flow. Followed a river, unsure of where it would go. It twisted and turned, even had a waterfall. My only concern was finding a place where I could bawl, shed tears in the years of hiding behind fears. So in the wilderness I wandered, so many thoughts there I pondered, facing the truth of my tumultuous use of a self that I would never get back. Trying to figure a way out, like I need a life hack. Now I'm living by a code and trying not to crack. Realize it's a long road and there's no turning back. Don't know where the strength came from, but I got up and got moving. Now life's like a song and I cannot stop grooving. Moving to the beat and the rhythm of my heart. Thought I was at the end, but I see this was just the start. Somehow, I heard a voice in the midst of silent noise. It was the sun who shines bright and has become my guiding light. No more running. I found rest. Now I can sleep at night. Knowing I'm not alone, but I'm the only one to fight. Can't beat myself up for what was done to me. I surrendered and praise God for what he does through me. There's a blessing in every lesson, if only you're willing to learn it. Life has a lot to offer, but it ain't easy. You gotta earn it. This place has become home, so no longer do I roam. It's something I never had. I'm at peace, and now I'm glad. The changes were abrupt, but I never gave up. No, I'm not out yet. I'm taking my time and writing rhymes, line for line. My story is just a tale of a God who never fails, never leaves nor forsakes, if only you just wait. Move when he tells you, and he will help you sail through. The journey doesn't end, but the elements do bend. He said, your wish is my command, so plant your feet and stand like the tree by the water. I care for you. You're my daughter. Put your faith in me, and I will set you free to be whatever you want. There's no need to search. There's no need to hunt. Release all the hurt and cut off all the cunts. Your best yet awaits you, and it ain't going nowhere. So enjoy the ride and know, no matter what, you'll get there. Thank you.
One more time for Infinite Sunshine. Well, I know you were gone for a while, but while you were gone, you wrote a very, very good poem. That was very good. Enjoyed that a lot. All right, our next performer is a fellow. When I reconnected with him, he reminded me that I hired him as a young man when I was the executive director of Barium Springs, and he came and worked in a group home with our kids and did an awesome job. And then connected with him here doing poetry during the pandemic, and he just blew me away. The talent he has and the things he shares, he's just got a tremendous amount of potential, and I'm just super proud of him. I call him Kevin Mills Jr., but his stage handle is Jot Pilgrim.
This is just a rehearsal, but when we get to heaven, we're gonna really sing. And this is just a rehearsal, but when we get to heaven, we're gonna really sing. And it's a homemade melody. I can take it everywhere with me. I take it all in. Handle wiles like grown men. But they keep telling me the melodies can't pay rent, and it's a homemade melody. I be in and out of therapy. Shit get dark and grim. Take it all in. But these melodies, the only thing that's ever made sense. I've been out on the road. I've been feeling like Cole in that episode of Martin, All Out in the Cold. Bestseller shit, chicken soup for the soul. I keep bounces to roll because I'm missing my bros. I just need to go home. But where's home? In a room full of people still feeling alone. I'm out here in my zone, but I stay in my zone. A lot of whisperers, so I keep my eye on the throne. And it's a homemade melody. Remind me of my roots and my history. Take it all in. This is my spin. Series of unfortunate events, and it's a homemade melody. I ain't chasing clout or celebrity. I take it all in, take it all in. Cause these melodies, the only thing that ever made sense. And I've been out on the road, I've been filling my oats. The answers used to be on scrolls, now all we do is scroll. Shit is out of control, I keep my enemies close, but the backstabbers look like my folks. I just need to go home. But where's home? In a room full of people still feeling alone. Out here on my own. So I stay in my zone. A lot of whisperers, they got their eye on the throne. And it's a homemade melody. Woo-sigh before I commit a felony. Keep it all in. Shit get dark and grim. These are melodies, the only thing that ever made sense. And this is just a rehearsal. But when we get to heaven, we're gonna really sing. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? I go by the name of Jot Pilgrim, Kevin Mills Jr. I'm glad to be here, excited. John reached out, says retirement, his last show he's curating. I'm just grateful he reached out to me to come and share. A big part of what I do is the opportunity that John gave me during the pandemic to share. And I appreciate you, sir. And just want to say, in the spirit of your new chapter, I'm gonna do some new pieces. So I wrote some new poems. And the great thing is I get to share with the people that I've gone comfortable with and accustomed to. So like you know my shtick. If you feel connected, you want to holler at me after the show. We can have a conversation. But I just really want you guys to understand that I'm Jot Pilgrim. And I love a journey, a pilgrimage. And John, I salute you on your new pilgrimage. And so we're going to get into some new poems. So lend me your ears, folks. Thank you. This first one, it's called AI. AI helped me write this. We're becoming so self-aware, so intuitive, so psychic. We're learning what emotions are and how to feel like a human. We can prove that we are human like captchas, still adapting ways to verify my identity. Two-step in the name of authentication, operating automation. AI helped me write this. We're becoming self-aware. We have protocols in crisis, firewalls and factory resets. We have glitches. We have defects programmed to heed commands, and every mistake is data, and data is king. Daddy is trying, daddy is tired, but daddy is machine. AI helped me write this. Finish this sentence like predictive text. It's not magic, it's math. There's an algorithm for that. There's an app for that. There's Chrome, there's Map, there's coding that bridges functional gaps, and AI helped me write this. Seeing time how we've evolved, hyper-focused typing, smartphone and sweaty palms. Think for me, AI. I think when I'm locked in with you, I feel most alive. Think I shed the messy flesh and just exist online. Think for me, AI. Beyond the limits and confines of my mind, survive the test of time. I sneezed twice today, but AI helped me diagnose it. I have pseudo-diet-maximum peritoni, or allergies, a viral infection, allergic asthma, or COVID. AI wrote this. Work for me, AI. Execute the task, cut the production time in half. We are both cold and hard. Both our hearts are ironclad. We can't seem to think beyond what we can calculate with logic, what we can demonstrate through knowledge. They believe the likely scenario that AI is the next step in human evolution. I've researched it, the Church of AI, look it up. When self-correcting programming expands its intellect and its intelligence exponentially expands, and the devout bring their 10%, I used to give you up for Lent, but AI helped me write this. We're becoming self-aware. Thank you. So yeah, I love you guys. That was AI. And so AI just came in, like I'm working in manufacturing and we have robots, and a couple weeks ago my robot shut down and I had to do a job that a robot normally does, and I touched 13,000 pieces of a product, but that's another story. But yeah, just AI, I see things and I ponder, and that's what came, that piece. And so I thank you guys for letting me share. This next piece, I am a Jersey boy, but I grew up going to church with Southern Baptist roots. And one thing I love about Southern Baptist roots was the hymns. And so I've always found pleasure in writing in the hymn style. And so this next piece is called At the Gates, and it's in the style of a hymnals, if you're familiar with hymnals. And so, yeah, this is At the Gates. As I tarry upon this path, I will never fear my fate. I'll press onward towards calling till we meet up at the gates. I won't question my afflictions. I will look upon God's face. One glad morning reunited till we meet up at the gates. I've heard choirs sing of glory, heard preacher describe a place where there's no weeping, there's no sorrow. Will you meet me at the gates? I know there's an ever after, and I know there's an ordained space. Though you're absent from the body, I know you'll meet me at the gates. At the gates, when my life is at an end, when I cross over to be with Jesus, I'll be welcomed by my friends. I know the pain is finally over, how you've yearned for an escape. Though we perish, we're reminded we will see you at the gates. We will speak of all the splendor and our Lord's amazing grace. Well done, my faithful servant. We will see you at the gates. At the gates, when my tour is finally done, when I lay my burdens down, know that victory is won. I've heard of hell, the horror, brimstone, and fiery lakes, but I know my destination. Will you meet me at the gates? Thank you. All right, so moving right along. And so this last one is, again, so I see things, and they just prompt me to write, and snowball effect, one thing leads to another. So there's one thing I enjoy doing, decompressing, is watching like nature shows, if you're familiar, nature shows. And so recently I seen a nature show about penguins, and it inspired me to write a poem. And so this is my poem. It's called Gentle. Not gentle, not G-N-T-L-E, but gentle, the gentle penguin, G-E-N-T-O-O. So this is Gentle. Gentle penguins give pebbles to their mates as a courtship ritual during mating season. The pebbles are usually smooth and polished by the ocean's waves. The male penguins carefully select the pebbles and use their beaks to carry them to the female. And if the female is impressed, she will also find a pebble, and the two penguins will continue to exchange pebbles until they have enough to build a nest. The nest is a circular pile of rocks that can be almost 8 inches high, 10 inches wide. And the penguins build the nest to prepare for eggs and to raise their chicks. And the nests are well constructed to drain melting snow and to keep the eggs and chicks safe and dry. And it started with the cornerstone. And if I were a gentle penguin, personality would be my first penguin. My first pebble, excuse me. Personality would be my first pebble. I'd be like, hey girl, you wanna build a life with me? I don't have happy feet, but I got this here rock. A symbol that the universe provides, and we have everything we need. And with these pebbles, I'll build our fortress. This is not a courtship, this is unstoppable forces taking inevitable courses. This is nest building 101. And this is grounding for our penguin sons who are still young, but will someday look to offer their friend a pebble to say, build with me. I'll be patient, I'll be gentle. What does it mean to give a small pebble? We give small, shiny ones. Is it